Hello guys, welcome to new DuckDB playlist. In this playlist, we'll be seeing all the theoretical and the practical concepts on DuckDB. So in this video, we'll just see on a high level what exactly is a DuckDB. So to install DuckDB, it's straightforward. You can use pip install DuckDB or brew install DuckDB. DuckDB can operate in two modes. One is persistent mode, one is in memory mode. In persistent mode, the data is stored in a file which will have the extension of .duckdb or .db and all. In memory, once you close the session, the complete data which is being stored in the memory or RAM will be cleared. So if you want to use the DuckDB in persistent mode, you have to use DuckDB space the whatever is the database name you want .db or .duckdb. And if you want it in in-memory mode, you can just enter DuckDB in the command line. If you see here, I have used DuckDB test.duckdb. So it's a persistent mode. If you see here, I just entered the DuckDB. So it's in in-memory mode. You can even use .open file name to open the DuckDB in the persistent mode. So let's check what is concurrency in DuckDB. Like DuckDB has two concurrency options. One process can just both read and write to a database, and second process is to just read using the multiple process in only read-only mode. So DuckDB uses MVCC and OCC like other databases to handle the multiple reads and writes. If you see, MVCC is nothing but keeps different version of the data, so multiple users can read and write the same time without waiting. OCC nothing but lets users to change freely but checks for conflict before saving it. So that's the difference between MVCC and OCC. DuckDB uses both combined together to handle the multiple reads and writes. So as per our first point, in one process we can have multiple threads to write to the database. If you see, when using the option 1, DuckDB supports multiple writer threads using the combination of MVCC and OCC, but all within a single writer process. In one writer process, we can have multiple threads which will write into the same table or to the same DB. So when you have multiple writer threads operating in one single process, then it will store the data in memory so that it can be quick, and because the reading and writing from the disk is a slow process. See what we have discussed before, DuckDB allows multiple threads within a single process to operate concurrently. So it supports concurrent writes. What does concurrent writes means? Multiple writes succeed as long as they are not conflict. So as long as they are not updating a single row, those multiple threads or the multiple writes in a single process will be successful in DuckDB. So for example, appends. If you have appends to a same table, it can be successful. Adding data to the same table never causes conflicts. So threads can simultaneously update different tables or distinct parts of the same table. So conflict happens only if we are trying to update the same row. If two threads try to modify the same row simultaneously, the second thread will encounter a conflict error. So when you encounter conflict error, the only option or the suggested option by DuckDB is to rerun it again. DuckDB also supports multiple processes. It's not the core process, but we can achieve it by following these steps. So DuckDB doesn't natively support simultaneous writes from multiple processes. In a single process, using multiple threads it supports, but not using the multiple process, as it's not the core design goal. To achieve this, you must implement custom application logic. So these are all the techniques. Use a cross-process mutex lock to ensure one process writes at a time. And the second thing is retrying the connection if another process is writing. So we have to keep on retrying one till the connection which is writing has been closed. So we should make sure that the first connection which is writing is closed so that the next connection opens and retries. We can use it using the external databases as well. And also we can have some turnaround techniques like write data to a Parquet CSV file and leverage DuckDB's multiple read options simultaneously. Instead of writing into the same database, we can write into a files temporarily and make sure as we have the multiple read options in DuckDB, we can do that as per the second point which we have discussed here. It supports the multiple reads from a same file or from a single file. And why do we need to check DuckDB? DuckDB is very easy to install. It's just lightweight, embedded SQL database engine. It has very good Python and R support, and it is compatible with many APIs like Spark, SQL and everything. It is so simple, no server setup, it's portable, it's feature rich, it supports all the SQL features. It is very fast, it is extendable, it is free and open source under MIT license. So DuckDB is ideal for embedded analytics, offering high speed, flexible and simplicity. Thank you so much for watching.